Thy will be done. One of the most challenging things sometimes in our walk in faith is to surrender not our will, but the Father's will be done. We are sometimes led with our emotions instead of a spirit-filled mind. And I wanted to share, if I may, an experience that I'm going through right now where I am having to surrender what I want, my will, over what I need to have the Father's will be done medically in my life. I had an aneurysm last year, and it was successfully surgically removed, and I was on blood thinners, and when it was time to take me off the blood thinners, they discovered an occluded artery, a blocked artery around where the aneurysm was. So I had to stay on the blood thinners, which there was two, complications from that. One, the occluded artery presented a problem in itself because it put me at risk for a stroke. But it also put off a much needed sinus surgery that I've been needed for 2 years because I have 3 blocked sinuses, which has caused many sinus infections, ear infections, and upper respiratory infections and migraines. And so I would find myself getting frustrated, saying, God, don't you see me down here? Here at work, trying to work through this migraine and serve the people that I love. But then I remember His will is being done. He sees the greater picture. And so this past Monday, I had an appointment with my neurosurgeon. And on August 6th, we're doing a cerebral angiogram, which is when they put a stent in your femoral artery and they go up into your brain and take pictures, and they're going to take a picture of that artery, the occluded artery, and one of two things is going to happen. One, the artery has stabilized, it's opened up, and I can go off blood thinners long enough to get my sinus surgery, the neurosurgeon said. And then he said, the artery has not improved and you're going to need another brain surgery. And I said, okay. And so this isn't something new that we've been praying about, my church family and my family and friends and myself. But now we know specifically what to pray about. That, Father, if it's your will to unblock this artery so that I can have my sinus surgery, but if it's your will to not unblock this artery because you see a greater picture, you see a need for me to need this brain surgery because only you can see infinitely in your wisdom, because the Bible says His ways are greater than our ways. And so I have had to put aside my heart, my emotions, saying, yeah, but I want this sinus surgery, but instead saying, okay, Father, your will be done. I want to be inside His will. I don't want to be outside His will, because anything outside His will could be disastrous. And so Romans 8:28 tells us, and we know all things work together for the good of those who love Him. And so by surrendering to the will of God, it fills you with this incredible peace. The Bible tells us, the Apostle Paul tells us, the peace that transcends all understanding. And I'm so thankful for this peace and lack of anxiety I have right now. And I just keep praying. I love the song by Matthew West, Don't Stop Praying, Don't Stop Believing, for your Father's heard every single word that you're saying. Don't stop praying. If you haven't listened to that song, I recommend that you look it up. It's a beautiful song. So I know how I'll react if the artery has opened up and I get to have my sinus surgery. If I find out I have to have another brain surgery, I don't know how I'll react initially. There may be a few tears of frustration initially, but when I get a grip, I'll remember that I am in the Father's will and the Lord has spoken and His will is being done. And that's what I have prayed for and many have prayed for. And that's what I want, for His will be done. Thy will be done. So until next time, God bless you.